Buenos días. Bonjour. Guten Tag. Ni hao. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good evening. Whatever time of day it fucking is. If you're a viewer, you'll see that my hair is all tied up. It's for no particular reason, but it was in my face and it was really annoying me. Which is probably the only reason I would ever tie my hair up, because I am aware it looks fucking stupid. But hey, let's get on with the show. It's going to be a very short show today, because this equipment that I'm recording on is due back at uni in about half an hour, so it's going to be a very short boy today. But I might start using this wide angle boy more often. Again, if you're a visual content consumer of this podcast, you'll see that we've got a nice wee wide angle view for the PCast today. Bit of update on me. Got 2 new plants. They're not actually my plants, they are props for the film that I'm currently in the middle of production of. If you listened to last week's episode, you got too much of a description on that. Bit of update on that as well. We did our second Roxy shoot yesterday. Didn't go as well as the first. Kynan got a touch of the Rona, and now he's sick as fuck, so that's quite nice. So it was just sort of me there by myself directing, and if people who listen who know me know that I'm not a very bossy person. I find it hard to, give instructions or order people to do stuff. So it was a load of fun fucking working with 3 actors and 3 members of the crew as well, who basically just looked at me and been like, well, what the fuck we doing then? And I'm like, I don't know. Number 1, you're script boy, so you should fucking tell me what we're doing. And number 2, I don't want to do this. So there you have it. By the way, I hope you're enjoying these nice, chill, royalty-free, lo-fi hip-hop tunes in the background that hopefully I remember to put in post. Hey, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. So something that's been talked about quite a bit. Hold on. Oh shit. Something that's been talked about quite a bit. Probably too much. Me bringing this up now probably won't help anything. But it won't make anything worse, I'll tell you that much. I'm sure you've all heard about it. It's been all over the news. The Rona virus. Yeah. First of all, I don't think it's as bad as everyone's making it out to be. Basically, if you're fit and healthy, it'll probably give you nothing more than a bit of a cough, and you feel a bit icky from now feel a bit icky for the next few days. But if you do feel any Rona symptoms, then boy, get your ass to bed. Not for your sake, obviously, because nobody gives a fuck about you. For everyone else's sake, if you got young children and old boy and girl walking about and you're fucking McSneezey on them, that's not going to end well, because their immune systems are not as strong as yours. Well, at the same time, I wish everyone would shut the fuck up, because like, chances are you're not gonna get it, or if you do get it, you'll pass it. I forgot to set a timer because I'm a big fucking idiot. Oh no. Gonna say we've been talking for about 5-6 minutes at this point. So I was like lying in bed last night, and for some reason it popped into my head, if I got coronavirus, who would be like top 5 people I'm gonna sneeze on first? So here is my top 5. Jack McSneezey on the sleazy. I don't know if that made any sense or not, but we'll roll with the punches. Alright. So number 1. You know him, you hate him, or if you're a retard and you love him. Donald Trump. Of course you would sneeze on Donald Trump first, because the man's a fucking idiot. He's a bad man, very bad. Very bad. Wants to build a wall, very bad. And yeah, don't like the boy. Mainly because how can fucking someone is dumb and unpresidential and just wee bit fucking weird is Donald Trump get to be president of the United States, and then here's me sitting in my student room with fucking about £2 in my name. I'm not a bad guy. I just want everyone to be happy. Why can't I be Mr. Presidente? Okay. Number 2 in the list. I should have counted down from 5. Oh well. Number 2 on the list is fucking Katie Hopkins. Katie Hopkins, since the day I found out who the fuck she was, she has pissed me off so much. Because one thing I can't stand with people is A, whenever they're a liar, a compulsive liar, and B, when they're not even good at lying, or they're not even good at fucking... I mean, it's not even compulsive liar, because Katie Hopkins sort of is a compulsive liar, but she's also just a massive fucking cunt. But people who like constantly contradict themselves. Prime example, Katie Hopkins fucking went on to... I can't remember the name of the show now. It's one of them fucking British morning shows with Holly Willoughby and what's his name? He's recently came out. Philip Schofield. Holly Willoughby and Philip Schofield. I think it's like fucking Good Morning Britain or something. Yes, on that show, she basically was saying like all the children's names that she doesn't like, or just names that she doesn't like. She had a real thing for Tyler. Don't know what that's all about. So if you're named Tyler, just know that Katie Hopkins fucking hates you. Actually, I'll see if I can get up the clip. She was also she said kids with geographical names as well. And that's where she starts to contradict herself. Yes. I think I found it. I think. Hold on. Fucking ad. Hold on.
From a name, you know, for me, there's certain names that I hear them, and I think, ooh, and it's associated.
That's the voice of Kitty Hopkins.
Or the dad, because they're the ones that gave them the child the name. But when I hear screeched across the playground, you know, Tyler, come back here. You know, that's the Tylers, the Charmaines, the Chantels, the Chardonnays. And there's no one shouted out, Esme, come back here. I don't hear that so much. Really? Nor do I hear, Ileana, trot back here. You know, you don't hear that, do you? But you hear Tyler, come here. You know that. And for me, that summarised everything. A name for me is a shortcut. It's a really efficient way of working out what class that child comes from. Do I want my children to play with them?
And why would you say, so if you then, from that, you go, okay, well, they're in a lower class than I am. Why do you then not want your child
Because associated to that isn't just about through his books across the class and the teacher like those kind of children.
Just getting through it, by the way.
Can still be nasty, self-centered airheads, can't they?
I tend to think children that have in that word. No, not at all. I think, you know, if you look across
nasty, if you've got the class system at school
location, she's sussing out, do we want to be playing with Simon or not?
Anime.
Hello.
Go for it.
This is snort-worthy, Katie. It's safe, really. Not even shoes themselves. I'm the daughter of...
We've got a lot of time.
But you
haven't got a lot of time.
Why would you do that?
We are really time short in this world. I'm
a pushy mum. I'm a self-play with them.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find the fucking part what I'm feeling for. Feeling for? Looking for?
My name is Anime, and I was not allowed to play with certain children when I was at school because
Anime? Who the fuck calls her kid anime? Oh, Anna May.
Now that's not bragging, that's just a fact.
Territory, you start to judge someone on their surname.
Well, as I said, I don't judge people on their surnames, but certainly I do make a very quick decision. I don't like geographical location names, celebrity names, things like Apple, things like, you know, Tilly Fizz or Jolly Apple, whatever they've decided to call their crazy. My child's called Poppy.
Yes.
It's a flower. A geographical
classical.
No.
They're not like Latin.
Poppy's quite
You should
jolly.
call it to the Latin name for Poppy. That would have been really posh.
Interestingly, though, other people have criticised me for calling her Poppy because they say Poppy's a naughty name. So parents do criticise each other.
Geographic stuff?
Geographic. Oh, so Brooklyn or London.
Your child's called India?
Yes, but you know, that's because it's not related to it.
Let's just fucking go back over that. First of all, she said she doesn't like names that are named after things like Apple and fucking can't remember what else she said. Her child's called fucking Poppy. Poppy's a flower, as fucking Big Phil pointed out. By the way, you can really hear my Northern Irish accent whenever I say flower. Hi now, Brian Kai. Her child is called fucking Poppy. She then goes on to say, oh, children with fucking geographical names don't like it, like Paris or fucking blah. To which again, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Holly this time goes, your child's called fucking India. And her reasoning, or her way to get around that was, oh no, it's not named after the country. It's like, what? Fucking grow a fucking brain, would you? So, did you see? I know I've only got number 2 in the list, and I don't even have that much time. But did you see that? There's these lads that flew Kitty Hopkins to somewhere to win an award, the CUNT award, A.k.a the Cunt award, but I can't remember how they did the abbreviation. I can't remember the full thing. No, I mean, there's a lot of waiting today, but I need to look this up. Fuck's sake. Katie Hawkins Cunt Award. By the way, sorry if you heard my wheeze. Yeah, the campaign to Unify Nations trophy, or Unify the Nation, or something like that. She has a history of saying bigoted things like describing migrants as cockroaches. Just saying her kids won't be allowed to play with lower class children that we just saw in the clip. Yeah. So she's just a horrible, horrible cunt, and I would sneeze on her. That's the way it fucking goes. Number 3, Josh. Don't like the boy. I'm gonna give that boy Rona. Actually, you know what? Number 3, all of my friends, because if I got Rona, we all got Rona, and we're all going down fucking together. So, I don't want to hear any complaints, boys. Because we're all in this together, to be honest. That being said, if one of you get Rona, don't fucking sneeze on me. Otherwise, it'll be a fucking left, right, good night. That's all I have to say in the matter. Number 4. Let's see. Who's my number 4? I really should have thought about these before I started doing this. But as I said, I haven't got much time. So, number 4, Andy from The Office. Andy Bernard. Only season 9, Andy though. Or season 8, season 9, Andy. He's a fucking hater. Don't like him. The previous seasons, Andy was okay. I actually started to like him, and then they fucking messed up the whole thing. They made him such a fucking dickhead. And I don't like it at all. I hate it. I hate it. And I guess number 5, Jack McSneezey sneeze would go to fuck, I don't actually know. I don't hate that many people, to be honest. Someone in Al-Qaeda or something like that. Don't know. Maybe I would get a time machine and I would go back and sneeze on Hitler. Give him the Rona before he gets good and powerful and all that. And watch the cunt die. Because back then they wouldn't have had the fucking resources that we do now. Although, to be fair, if I did sneeze on Hitler, he had lots of people around him at all times, so I'd probably give everyone else Rona. So that wouldn't be fun. We might have had a plague that wiped out the entire world before we even got to where we are now. Just sent a Snapchat. Alright. Well, my timer is saying 13 minutes, and I know I've been going longer than 13 minutes. So I'm gonna wrap it up pretty soon. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck to talk about now. I'm just gonna update you on my life. I had a big fucking essay yesterday, or assignment, for my uni course, which is film studies. We had to make a big brochure thing of like a film season for a film season for world cinema. So basically, countries or films from countries that aren't Western countries. So you like fucking Australia and India and China and New Zealand and like Africa, things like that. And I chose 5 films. What were they? There's Tarzan the Ape Man. The Ape Man. Not 8 Man. Tarzan the Ape Man. That's the one from 1928. The original Tarzan film. So I would recommend checking it out, because it's pretty fucking shocking. And then number 2, I had... what's the name of it? That Indian film. I have it all written down here. Jungli. Well, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's either Jungli or Jungli. It's a Bollywood film starring the most famous Indian boy. Can't remember his name now. And then I had Walkabout. It's an Australian film. It's also pretty fucking cool. It's about... I'm gonna put my hands down because my arm is getting tired. It's about by the way, this is if you don't know. If you do know, just fucking skip ahead like 10 seconds. It's like this British family have moved to Australia. Don't know where the mum is for all this, but dad takes the kids out to the Australian outback for a wee picnic. And the dad goes fucking loco and starts shooting things and booting things, and then shoots himself in the head. And then the older sister of the 2 kids brings her brother away into the outback to like sort of get away from the horror of your papa fucking shooting himself dead. And then they're finding it hard to survive in the outback, and then they come across this Aboriginal boy, which, if you don't know who or what an Aboriginal is, it's like a indigenous person of Australia, who actually have actually been in the news quite a bit recently, because they're I don't know what it's actually about, but it's something about their rights and how they're not getting their rights, and they're going to like court and shit, and I really don't know enough about it to be talking about it, so I'm gonna stop. Yes, and this Aboriginal boy is on his walkabout, which, if you don't know, it's a sort of rite of passage ritual thing that the indigenous people of Australia do, where they send their adolescents into the outback, and they basically have to fend for themselves. Like, have to live off the land and shit. This happens for like a few months, and then they come back, and then it's, oh boy, you're a man now. You're man now. Yeah, so basically this Aboriginal boy helps the 2 British kids, and then they bond, they become mates, even though they can't speak to each other, because the English kids are like, hello, we're English, and then your Aboriginal boy's like, yeah, what mum, how you do, huh? That's not how he speaks. That was horribly racist, but I just had to say something, you know. And then basically, actually no, I'm not going to tell you the end of the story, because that'll be spoilers. Jung Lee, I'm not going to lie, I I didn't watch it. I just need something to put down for the film season. I say for Africa. By the way, I was going apologies. I was going by countries. So Jungle was Indian, Walkabout was Australian. Now I'm on African films, and I chose. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce this. Tsotsi or Tsotsi or something. 2005 film. That's pretty cool as well. It's about a guy who lives in like an impoverished area, and some like really bad shit happens in his family life, and like his dad's abusive and shit. So one day he just says fuck this and leaves, and then he forms like a gang, and he turns into a bad boy, a very bad boy, and he starts like robbing things and killing people. And one day he robs this lady's car, Pulab or something. It's really bad that I can't remember that name. Actually, did I write down the thing? Yeah, that's Australia, Africa. Nah, no, I didn't. Anyway, he takes this car, bang, shoots the woman. Doesn't realize there's a Lee BB boy in the back. So he basically has to try and take care of this boy. He can't. So then he gives the child to a woman called Miriam. Then he goes off and does some more bad stuff. And then Miriam finds out where he got the child from. I don't know how. And basically says, boy, you need to give that back. So Tsotsi, I hope I'm saying that right, in the end just ends up giving the child back. But like, whenever he approaches the house, there's like a station police officer nearby who like calls in the boys, and the blue and red light boys all come, point their weapons at him, order him to give it back. The dad is like, no, please put your weapons down, just let me get the child. And then Tatsi fucking emotionally gives him back, and then he puts his hand up. And then, I don't know, that's how it ends. Alright, the other film I did was, this is how much I cared about this assignment, because I can't remember. Oh, it was City of God, Brazilian film. Yeah, my last area for study was Latin America. So I did City of God, which is a Brazilian film, and that's one I actually had seen like well before. Oh god, I need to be wrapping it up soon, so I'll finish this up. It's a film I watched like well before I went to uni, so it was a pleasure to watch it again. And you know what, I'm not even going to go through the whole storyline, it's fucking mad. Basically, there's a guy called, the main boy is called Rocket. He's sort of like a narrator. And then there's another guy called Lil Zay. And he's sort of like the big boy around town. And then a load of shooting happens, so that's pretty fun. And then Lil Zay and this guy called Benny or Benny, they're like top dogs of the place, but then Benny gets a girl, and then he's like, don't want to do this shit anymore, my woman says no. So then Benny leaves, he has a big party, tempers flare at the party. Lil Zay shoots some guy called Carrot, shoots. I guess he's leader of a rival gang, and then that turns into a full-on gang war, and that's where I'm going to leave it. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of me talking pure and utter shite. I really need to go now because I'm quite late for bringing this equipment back. Thank you, ladies and gents, for listening to this shit show. But I wanted to put something out, so here comes the plugs. Alright, so we're documented bits on fucking everything. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Apple Podcasts. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please make sure to leave a rating and review. I'll probably put this in at the start as well, because I know not everybody listens to the end. We're also on Spotify. We're on Castbox, CF Network, and Podbean. My Instagram is at the Oiled Beardo. It's at the _AULT_Beardo. Or if you want to follow my film page, where I'll be giving updates for the film that I'm making at the minute. That's at Moon Productions with 2 zeros instead of the O's in Moon. If you want to follow Josh, he's at RealJoshyT on Instagram, and on Twitter he's at ThatJoshThomas. And I believe that's it. So good night.